In this class, we will learn the properties between the sets, relation between the sets. This class is very important. We use these results very frequently in the coming classes. First, you try to understand this diagram. You observe in this, total two sets are there. This is set A, set B. And this rectangular box is considered as universal set. You observe here part 1. What is part 1? What about set A? What is set A? Set A is this part 1 plus part 2. Please try to understand. This is set A. What is set A? Part 1 plus part 2. What is set B? Set B is part 2 plus part 3. Okay. What is part 1? Part 1 means A but not B. Try to understand here. This part 1 is what? A but not B, which is written as A minus B. A minus B means all the elements present in A but not in B. Simply I can write it as only A. Okay. Now second part. Second part is what? Second part is A intersection B. What it is this A intersection B? The elements present in both A and B. Just to understand, I am writing like this. A intersection B means the elements present in both A and B. What is the third part? Third part is only B. Correct or not? B but not A. So third part is nothing but B minus A. B minus A is what? B minus A is only B. Okay. Now fourth part. You observe other than this 1, 2, 3 in this box, other than this 1, 2, 3 parts, this remaining part is known as fourth part. That fourth part is what? It is nothing but not A union B. Please try to understand. This 1 plus 2 plus 3 is what? You see here I will write 1 plus 2 plus 3. If all the parts together is nothing but A union B. Not A union B means in this box other than 1, 2, 3 what part is there? That part is fourth part. So what is fourth part? Fourth part is not A union B. To understand the coming properties, you need to know these things first. Okay. So we'll start our properties. First property. You see this A minus B. A minus B means only A. A minus B can be written as A intersection B dash. A intersection B dash means what? A but not B. B dash means not B. A dash means not A. Try to understand. A and not B. A and not B is nothing but this part 1 only. Please try to understand what I am trying to say. A minus B can be written as A intersection B dash. Similarly, what you say about B minus A? B minus A means all the elements present in B but not in A. All the elements present in B but not in A. This can be written as B intersection A dash. What it means? B but not A. So this simply we can say it as it is nothing but only B. You observe this A minus B union B. A minus B means this part 1. Try to understand. A minus B means part 1. Union. What is set B? Here in this diagram what is set B? Set B is part 2 plus part 3. Okay. When we do the union, what you will get? A minus B is part 1. Union. Union we are doing. Set B is 2, 3. When we do their union, what you will get? You will get 1 plus 2 plus 3. Correct or not? When we do their union, 1 plus 2 plus 3. What is 1 plus 2 plus 3? 1 plus 2 plus 3 is A union B. Please try to understand. A minus B union B is nothing but A union B. Fourth property. A minus B intersection B. A minus B. A minus B means this part 1. Okay. Part 1. Set B means 2 plus 3. Okay. A minus B is part 1. Set B is 2 plus 3. What is the common present in A minus B and B? Here you try to understand this. A minus B means part 1. Set B means part 2, part 3. This is first set, this is second set. Is there any part common in both? No. So these sets are disjoint. So when we do their intersection, what you will get? You will get empty set. So A minus B union set B is A union B. A minus B intersection B is empty set. You observe this. A minus B union B minus A. A minus B means which part? A minus B means part 1 plus B minus A. B minus A means part 3. A minus B union B minus A. Part 1 plus part 3. which can be written as A union B. A union B means what? 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus second part. What is second part? Second part is A intersection B. Please try to understand. A minus B union B minus A. A minus B is part 1 in this diagram. B minus A is part 3 in this diagram. A union B means 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus second part is nothing but A intersection B. If I remove this, I'll get same thing. So A union B is what? A union B is 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus A intersection B is second part. If both will get cancelled, part 1 plus part 3 only you will get. So what you came to know that A minus B union B minus A is nothing but A union B minus A intersection B. This is nothing but the symmetric difference between two sets, that is A delta B. See this n of A minus B. What is n of A minus B? Number of elements present in A minus B. See this n of A minus B, number of elements present in this A minus B. A minus B means only A. So which can be written like this: number of elements present in set A minus number of elements present in A intersection B. Please try to understand. A, n of A. Okay, you see here n of A minus B. A minus B means which part here actually? This is the first part, right? N of A. N of A means number of elements present in first part plus second part minus n of A intersection B. N of A intersection B is second part. If both will get cancelled, you can see both is same. So n of A minus B can be written as n of A minus n of A intersection B. See this seventh property, n of A union B. We know that n of A union B is nothing but n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. So many people, they don't know why we are using this formula. I just want to do why these two are equal or not. See, A union B. A union B means what? A union B is nothing but part 1 plus part 2 plus part 3. Correct? Okay. A, number of elements present in set A. Which area is set A here? 1 plus 2. Okay. N of B, number of elements present in set B. That means 2 plus 3. This is not exact proof. Just I am trying to explain this result by using Venn diagram. Minus n of A intersection B. A intersection B means second part. So if you plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled. You observe this left hand side part is 1 plus 2 plus 3 and right hand side part also 1 plus 2 plus 3. So we can understand that n of A union B is nothing but n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. You observe here, if A comma B are disjoint, when we say two sets are disjoint, if their intersection is null set, then we say that they are disjoint. So if you want to show this in Venn diagram, disjoint set means there is no common element in set A and set B. The sets will be like this. They won't be intersect, because if the sets are disjoint, their intersection is null set. There is no element common in A and B. See, if A comma B are disjoint, the sets will be like this. If A and B are disjoint, then what is the formula for n of A union B? We can write the formula like this: n of A plus n of B. Actually, n of A union B formula, n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. As the sets are disjoint, A intersection B is null set. A intersection B is null set means 0 elements present in that set. So minus 0 I need to write. Instead of that, simply I'll write, if A comma B are disjoint, then n of A union B is n of A plus n of B. You observe this 19th synopsis, we learned the relation between the sets. By using Venn diagram, we can easily understand all these things. If you observe all these things, I consider for two sets A, B. Now, in 20th synopsis, we will learn the relation between the sets when three sets are given. 20th synopsis, if A comma B comma C are any three sets, then the relation between these sets. Please see this result, A minus B intersection C. See here intersection is there. A minus B intersection C is same as A minus B union. Please observe here union is there. A minus B union A minus C. This is the result you need to remember. I will try to explain this result by using this Venn diagram. You see here what is A. You observe this diagram. This is A, okay, and this is B, this is set C. What is A? Which part is A here? The A part is 1, 4, 5, 7. That is A. It can be understood easily. What is A? 1, 4, 5, 7. This part is set A. Okay. What is B intersection C? B intersection C. This is set B. This is C. What is B intersection C? B intersection C is 7, 6. Correct? So, A minus B intersection B means what? A minus B intersection C. What it mean? All the elements present in A but not in B intersection C. Correct? You observe this. 7 is there in A, 7 is there in B intersection C also. So we won't consider. What we will consider? We will consider the elements present in A only but not in B intersection C. So what you will get here, this is the zone 1, 4, 1, 4, 5. So here you observe 1, 4, 5. What is this part 1, 4, 5? 1, 4, 5 is A but not B intersection C. A minus B intersection C is the region 1, 4, 5. Now you observe here A minus B. Where is A minus B? A minus B means the elements present in A but not in B. Elements present in A but not in B. You observe here 1, 5. You observe 1, 5. 1, 5 present in A. They are not present in B. So A minus B zone is what here? A minus B is 1, 5. Okay. What about A minus C? A minus C means all the elements present in A but not in C. You observe here. This is C. What is A minus C? A minus C is 1, 4. Correct? Okay. Now you do the union of these two things. So what about union of these things? 1, okay. And all the things will come. We won't write 1 again. 1, 4, 5. You can observe here. This zone is 1, 4, 5 in this diagram. And this zone is also 1, 4, 5. So from this we can easily understand that A minus B intersection C is same as A minus B union A minus C. You observe the second result, A minus B union C. Here intersection is there, here union is there. A minus B union C is A minus B intersection. Here union is there, na? It changes to intersection. A minus B intersection A minus. So you need to remember these results. We use these results while solving the problems. A intersection B delta C is A intersection B delta. Delta means here symmetric difference between the sets. A intersection N of A union B union C. What is the formula for N of A union B union C? That is N of A plus N of B plus N of C minus N of A intersection B minus N of B intersection C minus N of C intersection A plus N of A intersection B intersection C. I will try to check this result by using this Venn diagram. So what is N of A union B union C? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Right? Other than this 8. So up to 7. Okay. N of A. N of A. What is A here? A is 1 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7. Okay. N of B. What is B here? B. B is 4 plus 2 plus, you observe here, 4 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 plus N of C. What is C? This is C. What is C here? 5 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3 minus of A intersection B. You see, what is A intersection B? This zone 4, 7. What is that? That is A intersection B. 4 plus 7 minus B intersection C. B intersection C is what? 7 plus 6 minus C intersection A. C, this is set C, this is A. C intersection A is 5 plus 7. You can understand this easily from Venn diagram. Plus A intersection B intersection C. See, this 7 is there now. That is the zone of A intersection B intersection C. Okay. Now you see here minus 4, here plus 4, here minus 7, here plus 7 will get cancelled. Here minus 7, here plus 7 will get cancelled. Here minus 6, here plus 6 will get cancelled. When we multiply with minus, here minus 5 plus 5 will get cancelled. Minus 7 plus 7 will get cancelled. What is remaining here? So you observe here, left hand side part is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Right hand side part is also 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. So I am trying to explain this result with the help of Venn diagram. Number of elements in A delta B. How many elements will present in symmetric difference between two sets? So I'll try to prove this result. We know that A delta B. What is the formula for A delta B? A delta B can be written as A minus B union B minus A, correct? As these two sets are equal, number of elements in A delta B is same as number of elements in A minus B union B minus A. Okay. You observe A minus B, B minus A. A minus B means 1, 5. B minus A means 2, 6. They are disjoint. There is no common region for A minus B and B minus A. We already discussed earlier. A minus B and B minus A are disjoint. We know this formula. Just recently we learned N of A union B formula is N of A plus N of B if A and B are disjoint. So here what it can be written as? It can be written as N of A minus B plus N of B minus A. Okay, we can write like this. N of A minus B is nothing but N of A minus N of A intersection B plus N of B minus A is what? N of B minus N of A intersection B. Okay, so if we simplify this further, what you will get? N of A delta B, symmetric difference between sets, equal to N of A plus N of B. Here minus N of A intersection B minus N of A intersection B, that is 2 into N of A intersection B. So how many elements present in A delta B means you need to remember this formula. We use this result, number of elements present in A dash union B dash. Recently we learned that A intersection B whole dash, right? A intersection B whole dash means not A intersection B. Not A intersection B. What is the formula for this? It is N of universal set minus N of A intersection B. It can be understood easily. So N of A dash union B dash formula, N of U minus N of A intersection B. So with this the synopsis part is completed. In next class onwards we will start doing objective problems. Exercise number 1.6. Actually, this is very easy exercise. Complete exercise runs on one formula only. You can see in this exercise total 8 problems are there. So first let's see what is that formula. In theory part we learned that N of A union B equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Here N of A means number of elements in set A. N of B means number of elements in set B. N of A intersection B means number of elements in A intersection B. N of A union B means number of elements in A union B. This complete exercise runs on this formula only. So we are going to use this formula very frequently. In theory part I explained clearly why N of A union B is N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Okay, let's see the solution for the first question. You observe what is the given data. X and Y are two sets. Okay, N of X they given. That means number of elements in set X given. Number of elements in set Y also given. Number of elements in X union Y also given. They are asking number of elements in X intersection Y. Actually, this problem is very easy. You can observe the sets X comma Y are there. So we know this formula N of X union Y. What is the formula N of X union Y? N of X plus N of Y minus N of X intersection Y. This is the formula. You observe in this formula total 4 things are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. In these 4 things, if you know any 3 things, we can find the 4th one. Here total 4 terms are there. In these 4 terms, if you know any 3 terms, you can find the 4th term very easily. You observe here 1, 2, 3 terms already given. To calculating 4th term is very easy. Now substitute these values in this equation. N of x union y is what? 38. So n of x union y is 38 equal to n of x. What is n of x? N of x is given as 17 plus n of y. N of y is given as 23 minus n of x intersection y, that is what we need to calculate. Okay, so I kept n of x intersection y as it is. Okay, now simplify this further. 38 equal to, look here, 23 plus 17. This is 23, 30, 40. 40 minus n of x intersection y. Okay, now you take this minus n of x intersection y to the left side, then what you will get? This is plus n of x intersection y equal to 40 minus 38. 40 minus 38 is what? 40 minus 38 is 2. So n of x intersection y equal to 2. That's it. We got the answer for this problem. They are asking us to find n of x intersection y. We got that n of x intersection y equal to 2. I hope you understand this solution. Actually, this is very easy problem because all the data already given in the question. Now we'll move to second question. You observe here also, if x and y are two sets such that x union y has 18 elements, x has 8 elements, y has 15 elements, how many elements does x intersection y have? This problem is also similar to last problem, but the data given in a little different way. X union y has 18 elements they given. It means what I can write? I can write that n of x union y. N of x union y equal to 18. N of x union y equal to 18, and x has 8 elements. N of x has 8 elements, that means n of x is 8, and y has 15 elements, that means n of y equal to 15. And what they are asking, how many elements does x intersection y have? That means we need to calculate n of x intersection y. This is what we need to calculate. Okay, we know the formula n of x union y. What is n of x union y formula? That is n of x plus n of y minus n of x intersection y. N of x union y is what? N of x union. You observe here total 4 terms are there. They already given 3 terms here. So calculating the 4th term is very easy. Substitute these values in the formula. N of x union y is given as 18. Okay, you write 18 equal to n of x. N of x is 8. Okay, so 8 plus n of y. N of y is 15 plus 15 minus n of x intersection y we need to calculate. Okay, 8 plus 15. Look here, 8 plus 15 is 23. 23 minus n of x intersection y. So we got like this. So you take n of x intersection y to the left hand side. What you will get? N of x intersection y equal to 23 minus 18. So what you will get? N of x intersection y, 23 minus 18 is 5. So n of x intersection y is 5. I hope you understand this. Observe this third question. What they are asking. In a group of 400 people. In a group, 400 people are there. 250 can speak Hindi in that group. 200 can speak English in that group. How many people can speak both Hindi and English? This is the question. Here, we need to write some data first. It is compulsory. So, I'll write like this. Let number of people who speak Hindi. You observe here, I am taking that number of people who speak Hindi equal to n of h. So, n of h means what in this question? Number of people who speak Hindi. In the question only they given that 250 can speak Hindi. That means they given that n of h equal to 250. Okay. And one more thing is there. 200 can speak English. So I'll write number of people who can speak English. You observe here, I written number of people who can speak English as n of e. I am considering, this is also let, I am considering these two steps, right? Let number of people who speak English equal to n of e. So from now onwards, n of e means number of people who speak English. They given that 200 speak English. That means n of e, they given it as 200. Okay. Further, if we observe the question, how many people can speak both Hindi and English? Hindi and English. That means what they are asking to calculate? They are asking us to calculate n of h intersection e, because they are asking number of people who can speak both Hindi and English. If they are asked number of people who can speak Hindi or English, in that case we will calculate n of h union e. But in this case, Hindi and English, when and is there, intersection comes. This is what we need to calculate. And one more thing, you observe all these are from the group of 400 people. So here you need to understand that n of h union e equal to 400. N of h union e is 400. This is the important point. In a group of 400 people, in this group only 250 speak Hindi, 200 speak English. That means the number of people who speak Hindi or English, Hindi or English, 400 people. That means you need to understand that n of h union e is 400. Now you can see here 1, 2, 3. Three things we already know. We need to find the fourth one. As we discussed earlier, if we total 4 elements are there in that formula n of h union e, in that if we know any 3, calculating fourth one is very easy. So I'll write that formula n of h union e. What is the formula for n of h union e? That is n of h plus n of e minus n of h intersection e. Okay. N of h union e, you can observe it is 400. So n of h union e is 400 equal to n of h. What is n of h? That is 250. Okay, n of h is 250 plus n of e is 200 minus n of h intersection e is the one we need to calculate. Okay, this is 400 equal to 250 plus 200, that is 450. 450 minus n of h intersection e. Now you take this h intersection e to the left hand side part. So this minus n of h intersection e will become plus n of h intersection e. That equal to 450 minus 400. That equal to 50. So n of h intersection e is 50. So they are asking what n of h intersection e. So number of people who can speak both Hindi and English equal to 50. I hope you understand this solution. Now we'll move to next problem. You observe this question. If S and T are two sets such that S has 21 elements. Here clearly they are saying that S has 21 elements. So I can write this directly. N of S equal to 21. Okay. And T has 32 elements. That means N of T equal to 32. Next, S intersection T has 11 elements. S intersection T. N of S intersection T equal to 11 elements. And how many elements does S union T have? They are asking N of S union T is what? So we need to calculate N of S union T. Okay. So we know this formula, N of S union T formula. What is the formula for N of S union T? N of S plus N of T minus N of S intersection T. You can observe in this total 4 terms are there. If we know any 3 terms, we can calculate fourth one easily. You see 1, 2, 3. We know 3 terms. So substitute these formulas. N of S union T is the one we need to calculate. N of S union T we need to calculate. N of S is 21. Okay. N of S is 21. N of T is given as 32. N of S intersection T is given as 11. Okay. 21 plus 32. So what you will get here, 53, right? 53 minus 11. 53 minus 11 is what? This is 42. So n of S union T has 42 elements. So S union T has 42 elements. What they are asking in the question, how many elements does S union T have? S union T have 42 elements. I hope you understand solution for this problem. Now we'll move to next problem. You see fifth question. X and Y are two sets. X and Y are two sets such that X has 40 elements. Here the questions are very simple. X has 40 elements. That means n of x is given as 40. Okay. And if you observe the question, X union Y has 60 elements. Okay. N of x union Y equal to 60. Okay. And X intersection Y has 10 elements. N of X intersection Y equal to 10 elements. Okay. What they are asking, how many elements does Y have? That means they are asking us to calculate n of y. N of y equal to what? They are asking us to calculate n of y. See, first I'll write the formula. What formula? N of x union y. What is the n of x union y formula? N of x plus n of y minus n of x intersection y. In this formula, if we know any three things, look here, 1, 2, 3. Calculating fourth one is very easy. Substitute all these values in this formula. N of x union y is what they given. They given it as 60 equal to n of x. They given it as 40. N of y they given it. We need to calculate. So we'll write n of y only. N of x intersection y. N of x intersection y is given as 10. Okay. You look here. 40 minus 10 is 30. So what I'll write here, 60 equal to 30 plus n of y. As I need to calculate n of y, I'll take this 30 to the left hand side part. So what I'll get, 60 minus 30 equal to n of y. 60 minus 30 is 30. 30 equal to n of y. So what they are asking, how many elements does y have? How many elements does y have? We got n of y is 30. So number of elements in set y equal to 30. I hope you understand this. You observe the sixth question. What they are asking. In a group of 70 people. In a group 70 people are there. 37 like coffee. 52 like tea. And each person likes at least one of two drinks. How many people like both coffee and tea? Before going to start this solution, we need to write two steps. Number of people who speaks coffee. Before going to start this solution, I need to write two steps. Number of people who like coffee. Number of people who like tea. Okay, so first let me write those steps. You observe what I written. Number of people who like coffee, I taken it as n of c. In this problem, n of c indicates number of people who like coffee. You observe the question, they given that 37 like coffee. That means n of c is 37. Okay. Now, number of people who like tea. I taken it as n of t. See here, 52 like tea. So, I'll write 52. Okay. And this is important. At least one of two drinks. Each person likes at least one of two drinks. Each person likes at least one of two drinks means at least one of two drinks. That means they like coffee or they like tea or they like both. That means here important thing you need to understand, they given C union T. Each person likes at least one of two drinks means N of C union T. Each person in a group. In that group total how many persons are there? 70 persons are there. So N of C union T is 70. This is the data you need to understand after reading the question. Now what they are asking, how many people like both coffee and tea? So N of C intersection T equal to how many people like both coffee and tea? This is the question, right? You also observe here total three things they given. They are asking the fourth one. So I'll write the formula. N of C union T formula. What is the formula? N of C plus N of T minus n of C intersection T. N of C union T is 70 equal to n of C is 37 plus n of T is 52 minus n of C intersection T is the one we need to calculate. Okay, 37 plus 52, 89. Okay, 70 equal to 89 minus n of C intersection T. Now you take this minus n of C intersection T to the left side. Then what you will get? You will get that n of C intersection T equal to 89 minus 70. 89 minus 70 is 19. So number of people who like both tea and coffee equal to 19. I hope you understand this solution. Now we'll move to next question. You observe in a group 65 people are there. Okay, 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. How many like tennis only and not cricket? Okay, how many like tennis? So first let me write important step. What is that? Let number of people who like cricket, let number of people who like tennis. Number of people who like cricket is n of C. Number of people who speak tennis is n of T. That is what I considered. In this problem, n of C means number of people who like cricket. N of T means number of people who like tennis. Okay. They given that in the question 40 like cricket. That means they given that n of C is 40. Okay. And they given 10 like both cricket and tennis. Okay. That means they given that n of C intersection T equal to 10. Okay. What is the question? How many like tennis only but not cricket? Okay. How many like tennis only but not cricket? How many like tennis? How many like tennis? So here you observe how many like tennis. First I will calculate. Next I will calculate how many like tennis only but not cricket. So first I want to calculate how many like tennis. Okay. So here number of people who like tennis is the question mark. This is what we need to calculate. Number of people who like tennis. This is what we need to calculate. Here if you observe the question 1, 2. Only 2 terms are given. Actually in n of C union T formula total 4 terms are there. If they give 3 terms then we can calculate the things easily. So here I'll try to explain this with the help of Venn diagram, and moreover here you need to know one thing. Here in the beginning they given in a group of 65 people. In a group of 65 people. In this 65 people only 40 like cricket, 10 like both, 10 some of them like tennis, something like that. So here you need to understand that n of C union T, n of C union T equal to 65. This is what you need to understand. In a group of 65 people, 40 like tennis, some people like 40 like cricket, some people like tennis, 10 like both cricket and tennis, something like that they given. This is the one you need to understand. They given that n of C union T. In this group only they are discussing. That's why n of C union T is 65. Okay. So now you can observe here. Now 3 things are there. 1, 2, 3. Now 3 things are there. We need to calculate the 4th one. So I'll just go with n of C union T formula only. N of C union T formula is what? N of C plus n of T minus n of C intersection T. Okay, n of C union T is what? N of C union T given as 65, n of C is given as 40, n of T is we need to calculate, minus n of C intersection T is given as 10. Okay, now look here, 40 minus 10, that is 30. Okay, 65 equal to 30 plus n of T. Now you take this 30 to the left hand side part, what you will get? 65 minus 30 equal to n of T. 65 minus 30 is what? This is 35. So number of people who like tennis is 35. Now I will try to draw a Venn diagram here so that you can understand it easily. If you observe the question, how many like tennis? I got that number of people who like tennis is 35. Now what is the question? How many like tennis only but not cricket? How many like tennis only but not cricket. You look here, these are the people, this circle. In this circle, who are the people are there? They like tennis. They like tennis. So, in this zone, whoever the people are there, they like both tennis and cricket. Okay. Now look here, in this zone, whoever the people are there in this zone, they like tennis only but not cricket. Try to understand. Here, whatever the red color zone is there, these people like tennis only but not cricket. That is what they are asking. How many people like tennis only but not cricket? This is what we need to calculate. Here, from the given data only, we know that n of c intersection t is 10. We got that this number, this is 10. They given in the question, they given it, right? And just now we calculated n of t is 35. That means this full circle is 35. They given that this full circle is 35. Okay. So to get only this part, how I know this full circle is 35. From 35, if I remove this 10, I'll get T only but not cricket. I hope you are understanding. So I'll write that step. Number of people who like tennis only equal to n of t minus n of t intersection c. I hope you understand. To get the number of people who like tennis only but not cricket, to get this number, as I know this n of t as 35, from 35, if I remove this 10, I'll get the answer. 35, my n of t is what? N of t is 35. 35 minus n of t intersection c is 10. 35 minus 10 is 25. So, n of t only is 25. I hope you understand this problem. In a committee, 50 people speak French. 20 speak Spanish. 10 speak both Spanish and French. How many speak at least one of these two languages? First, I'll write some data from the given question. Okay, you observe first I considered let number of people who speak in French. The number of people who speak French I taken as n of f. In this problem, n of f means number of people who speak French. You observe the question, they given that 50 people speak French. So I'll write n of f is 50. Now, number of people who speak Spanish. 20 speak Spanish. So n of s is 20. Okay. Now look here, 10 speak both Spanish and French. So n of Spanish and French, S intersection F. S intersection F equal to what? 10 speak both. They given that 10 speak both Spanish and French. Okay. What they are asking to calculate? They are asking us to calculate how many speak at least one of these two languages. How many speak at least one of these two languages? Whenever they say at least one of two, that means they are asking us to calculate n of S union F. This is what they are asking. S union F means at least one of S and F. Okay, right. So here I need to calculate n of S union F. That equal to, what is the formula? N of S plus n of F minus n of S intersection F. N of S union F is what? This is what we need to calculate. N of S is what? N of S is 20. N of F is what? N of F is 50. Minus N of S intersection F is 10. So 50 plus 20, 70. 70 minus 10 is 60. N of S union F equal to 60. So the number of people who speak at least one of these two languages is 60. I hope you understand this exercise. In next class, we will do all the solutions of miscellaneous exercise.